thought it would be fun to share my daily, weekly, and monthly chores in this video. I am cleaning our whole entire house, so as I'm cleaning things, I will just say whether it's a daily chore, weekly, monthly, but our guests are coming, so I want to just have our whole entire house cleaned all at one time. This is when a cleaning service would be nice, to come in, clean my whole house, and be done. But here I am, I'm the cleaning service. Right off the bat, my kids said they were hungry, so we stopped for a quick lunch, which was actually good because then these lunch dishes could be included in all the dishes I needed to clean already. So that was one task that I didn't have to come back to yet again. And cleaning the kitchen is, of course, always a daily chore. This is something that we all have to do. We eat, we use our kitchen more than any other place in our house. And so, of course, cleaning the kitchen is just something that I do every day. Tidying up toys and picking them up and putting them away is, of course, another daily chore. My bigger boys do this on their own most of the time, but I like to just get it going, especially for the baby toys. And then, of course, vacuuming can be a daily chore. Not always. It just depends on if something spilled when we were eating or something got tracked into our home. But now I'm trying to vacuum our whole entire house because we are having guests over. And also we are putting Levi on the floor more and more. We put a blanket down, but it's just nice to have him on a clean vacuumed rug. So that's what I've been doing more often. I would say I vacuum the whole entire house at least once a week, but usually it's not all in one day. Our dining room table is really large. I do keep it with one leaf in it all the time because this is the center of our house. We spend all of our time here at this table doing crafts, doing homework, working on projects, playing games, and this is where we spend all of our time eating our meals. So it's just one of those areas that tends to collect a lot of things, and I don't want to call it clutter because it's things that we're actually using, but I have to tidy that up and put those things away. My boys are really good about putting most of their items away, but I would say about once or twice during the day I will clear the table completely off, shake out the tablecloth. If it's too dirty, I will replace it with the other one we have. And then I do like to vacuum around this table, I would say at least every other day. Whenever the vacuum is out, I like to take the extra second to get into the corners and just suck up any spiders that could be hiding or any bugs. I'm going to be really truthful with you here. I dust about once a month, especially in bedrooms and places that don't have a ton of high traffic, and that seems to be good. We don't collect a ton of dust unless we've been working on projects in our home. Today's video is sponsored by Upside. As you all know, things are getting really expensive out there and inflation is hitting all of us really hard. That's why I started using Upside. Upside is an incredible app that works for anyone who buys groceries, buys gas, or dines out. And with every purchase, I'm earning cash back thanks to Upside. Anytime I'm going to refill my tank and buy some gas, I love to use Upside because I can get that cash back. To get started, download the free Upside app in the App Store or Google Play. Use my promo code ShannonT and get $5 or more cash back on your first purchase of $10 or more. Next, just claim the offer for whatever you're buying on Upside. Check in at the business and pay as usual with a credit card or debit card. You can earn 3 times more cash back with Upside. This is great for all the inflation that we're dealing with right now. Upside users are earning more than $1 million every week, and that's probably why they have a 4.8 star rating on the App Store. I'm sharing this with you because Upside is really a no-brainer, and what will you plan to do with all of your cash back? I put a question box up on my Instagram. You can follow me over there. I have it linked below. But they asked, what I loathe cleaning and what I enjoy cleaning, I guess the task I enjoy doing while cleaning, I would say vacuuming is something I really don't mind doing when cleaning my home. It's very rewarding because as you're doing it, you can see the carpet looking cleaner and the dust getting sucked up into the vacuum. I would say the cleaning task that I like the least would be cleaning and scrubbing bathrooms. That is just a lot of work. And it is not easy because our bathrooms are small, so it's hard to get in there and it's hard to get it clean because we have old bathrooms as well. So that's something I don't enjoy. I'm not really gonna get into cleaning the boys' room because I just did that a few days ago, dusted everything. The dust is probably returned with the amount of construction we have going on in our house, but that's okay, we just gotta live with the dust for now. While I don't love the bathrooms, like I said, I do wipe them down daily, especially if I see water spots and things like that. I'll just wipe down the sinks and I clean the rest of them usually twice a month and then do a deeper clean once a month. I got this not that long ago, Everspring Tub and Tile Foaming Cleaner. I really like it, lemon and mint scented, and it's 97% bio-based. Anyhow, giving this a try. I have been using this for a little while and it's been working so far so good. And I like to just spray everything down, let it sit and let this kind of do its thing. And then I come back in, not too long, I don't want it to completely dry on there, but then I will come back in. I have a microfiber cloth and I also use like a little scrubber brush and I really get into the tile and the tub, and I'm just gonna focus on cleaning this bathroom and then the front bathroom, because that's the one thing I like to have done when any kind of guest is coming over is clean bathrooms. But I can't really show you because the bathroom's too tiny to even fit the camera in there. I'm gonna take a quick diversion from cleaning to pick our watermelon. We're not sure if it's actually ready yet, but we're just gonna take the chance because we don't want it to over ripen and then, I don't know, we've never done watermelons before, so we're gonna take the chance.
Oh, it's super heavy. If I dropped it, it would be a hot explosion of, I know, we could drill a hole and put some vodka in here and we'll have a drink.
And straight back into cleaning the front bathroom. My tools are a scrubber and an old sponge, and I just spray everything down, scrub the sink, wipe it down with a old towel to dry it off, and then I just do the same with every other aspect of the bathroom. And then I'm on to cleaning mirrors. Mirrors are definitely a once a month or maybe once every other month, unless they're in the bathroom, of course. But in the rest of the house, the mirrors stay generally pretty clean and I don't have to do that task very often. Already started gathering a few donations. Waiting for Grant to wrap up this bathroom project that we're currently working on so I can clean off that little landing area and maybe put a few of my photos back up there, which I have stored in my closet right now. Eventually, we want to do away with that landing because it's just a really odd place that just collects dust. And I have to work around my life, and the one place I'm not cleaning this time is my bedroom. I had recently just cleaned it, vacuumed it. I make my bed every single morning, so that's a daily task. I vacuum it weekly, and I will dust it monthly. Like I said, we don't get a ton of dust in there, but Levi is currently sleeping in there, so it's one of those things that if the room is occupied, I can clean it another time.
Oh my gosh, it feels like a real watermelon. Who wants to be first?
Me.
Wow. Whoa. It's really sweet. Actually, that's really sweet. It almost tastes like, you know when things are artificially taste like watermelon flavor? Mm-hmm. I can't believe we grew our own watermelon. Oh no. About 6 months ago, we put in these IKEA cabinets and countertops, which gave me a ton of extra room to organize everything and just give all of my stuff some breathing space. But we did decide to do these open shelves. I love them. I know a lot of you said shelves just collect dust, which of course they collect a little bit of dust. I do dust them about once a month where I remove everything and just wipe it all down. But everything that we have on these shelves is stuff we use. The top shelf, of course, has a few of my plants and my watering can, which I use. And then the bottom shelf has some baby items in the basket, a clock, and then the cups that we use for when guests come over or anyone really. I'm very happy with the decision to put these shelves up. These are all things that we either get joy out of looking at or we use daily. So my husband's really tall and he puts his little basket of stuff up here, but then sometimes he puts other stuff and I don't know because I can't actually reach anything. But look. Okay, all this stuff. These blinds came with the house and they are kind of stained, but I like to dust and clean them once a month or seasonally depending on how dirty and dusty they get. We eat almost every meal at home, so there is a lot of cooking and then dishes, washing and drying and putting away every single day. You know, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I think we can all agree that that's just a task that has to be done. But I've been getting a little bit more joy out of it because I will watch videos on YouTube sometimes or listen to a book, and it just makes the time go by faster, and I feel as if I'm being a little bit productive and taking some time for myself by doing that, even though I'm still doing a task that needs to get done. Feels so good to have a clean kitchen at the end of the night. We just finished dinner, so I did the dishes. I dried them by hand because I don't want to wait and then have to dry and put them away in the morning before we have breakfast. So I like to have everything neat and tidy if I have time, if it's possible. And someone had commented before asking why I hang these here. That is just for them to dry because sometimes they're so wet that they drip. And then of course when they're not wet, I store them somewhere else, but I just like them to drip over the sink, and it just feels great to have this so clean and tidy. Now I'm going to do the floors, which I do not do super often. I normally vacuum weekly, sometimes daily depending on the mess in the kitchen, but I don't normally mop. That's usually 2 times a month, or if I see the floor getting messy. I'm the type of person who doesn't really like to have a schedule for cleaning. I just like to clean when I see the mess and when it needs to be done. I like to keep this counter clear besides our bread and fruit bowl that are around the corner behind our fridge. And then now I'm just going to be cleaning up the floors here. And you can see there are still some things on our counter. That's because we use all those things. We have the soap out, we have our toaster out, I have Levi's formula, my water that I drink all the time, our tea kettle that we use all day long. So those are all items that we use. I don't consider them clutter, so I don't necessarily put them away unless we really need to clean everything off or I know I'm not going to be using them for a while. So now I'm just vacuuming, which is the easiest thing to do on the floors. Like I said, I normally do this weekly, so as the floors get crumbs on them and things like that, I just run the vacuum real quick like. And then I like this mop where I can just wet this little pad. It's almost like a Swiffer that's reusable. I got it at Home Depot and I just wet it and then run it over the floors. If it's bad, I can rinse it out and put it back on, run it over the floors again. And usually that's good enough. And it gets the floors nice and clean, takes all those little spots off, which makes the floor look like new. Thank you so much for joining me today, and thanks to Upside for sponsoring this video. See you soon. Bye.